Oh, thank you very much, Hunt, for actually letting me know that the record button has been hit. All right. Oh, dear Zoom, please be nice. Please be nice to me and my wonderful guest. Please be nice. You've been known to be wonky. Okay. Welcome to Black Lion's Domain, kids, for what Zachary Shiloh calls universal grounding. So, this is my uncensored plateau where it is full of coziness, warmth, and vulnerability. So, my guest today has been a long time in the making. He is from Australia. He is a co author in the best selling book called They Are Magic, which I am the proud last chapter in, called Black Lions Roar. Black Lions Roar. Oh man, I got so many Black Lion things, kids. It kind of like my head sometimes, but I progressed. All right, so he is a multi-time best-selling author in his own right. He's a father. He has a wonderful wife. He's got multiple businesses, from what it sounds like to me. And he's just an overall great human being, and I love to actually talk to him, especially in the last month. Oh man, the nuggets that this guy has given me. Cool beans. And you should actually follow him, kids. Absolutely. All right. So, with that said, welcome to Black Lion's Domain for Universal Grounding, David Vine. How are you, pal?
I'm feeling very, very well. Thank you very much for asking.
I'm very glad to hear you. Okay, Dave, we have a brand new thing going on my show. Usually, to help me go along, now I'm asking my guests if it's okay to take like about, I would say, 3 deep breaths so we can actually truly be universally grounded. So is that fine with you? Univer Okay, breath. Can you take 3 breaths for me? All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can feel it. I can feel it, kids. All right, we're universally aligned now. Okie dokie. All right, Dave, can you please give my listeners your background?
Okay, my name is David. I've lived here. I'm 45 years of age. Lived here in Brisbane, Australia, all my life. I've shared multiple stories, talked about lots of content in some through some of my other books that I've actually taken part in writing on. I'd probably like to say start from the beginning, so to speak. It's My journey first started as probably as an entrepreneur was when I very first started getting into teaching computer skills to seniors, and this was through a computer club that I used to do back in the early 2000s. Like I said, this was just a community computer club, but it
Uh-huh.
actually kind of like changed over the years. Not so much myself, but it's kind of like changed my attitudes to the way I actually saw people. It changed even growth in certain areas of myself. And yes, I very first started doing out these community computer classes. Went on for a number of years, but it got to the point where some of these people were asking me for like private computer classes. So as they just wanted just me to themselves, away from the classroom. So that's kind of like how it actually started, with my own personal journey. So when people started to ask me to teach them away from the classroom, so obviously it's starting to take into my time then, isn't it? So which is why I was starting to monetize and charging per hour for my service. And like I said, I kind of like fell into it from that perspective. But as my own personal journey group from them is my journey's changed from teaching just computer skills through to where I am now. In other words, I'm writing books and content now. I'm also doing a lot of online coaching as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I love what I do. I love education. I love empowering people. And obviously back then I was enjoying like teaching computer skills to seniors. Yes, I still enjoy doing that, but it's kind of like the way things have changed over the past 1 or 2 years alone has kind of like steered me away from that. It's mainly because of I wouldn't put it down just to COVID, because yes, it was a big major part in me taking me away from that angle a little bit, because like how can you teach computer skills to someone through a Zoom thing when you can't actually show them how to get onto Zoom? It's kind of like a bit of a catch-22 type situation. So, which is kind of like one of the reasons why I stopped teaching computer skills to seniors from that sort of regards. And I've actually, since then, I've now been doing online coaching, like through Fiverr. That's one example. And even people just reaching out to me over Facebook as well, like social media. So that's essentially what I'm doing.
Oh man. I remember reading that in They Are Magic, and I said, oh wow, that is quite the life for him. He's doing all this. He's taking care of his wife, he's taking care of his
Yeah,
kids.
like I said, I'm 45 years of age here. I've had a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge that's kind of like, you know when they say what you get more wiser as you get older,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you tend to learn a lot. Yeah, you
Yes,
tend to learn a
yes.
lot in a personal regards. In other
Yes.
words, like we all make mistakes. It's what makes us human. We all fall into pitfalls. We even have our successes as well. So it's kind of like a bit of a roller coaster of emotions over the past many years. So
Mm.
that's how I'd like to actually say my life has been a great big huge roller coaster of emotions, experiences, and wisdom.
Oh, yes, it has. And when I was reading your actual chapter in They Are Magic, I cried at. So I said, oh my God, that sounds like Zachary Shiloh if he was from Australia. It almost sounded like my own life story, except that uh, I actually reversed type 2 diabetes when I was 32 and kept going forward. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I would kind of like a bit of admit right now though, like I just recently turned 45 years of age back in May, and
Yeah.
when I turned 45, I had a bit of an epiphany. I wouldn't exactly say an epiphany though, but a moment in my life. It's I had this letter from the government.
Uh
The
oh.
government the government said, the letter that I had from the government said, now that you are 45 years of age, you are entitled to this, this, and this. So when I actually saw those words, now that you are 45, it hit me. In other words, I'm halfway to my grave here.
Oh man.
In other words, it's kind of like, I don't know. The best way to, I wouldn't exactly say I'm having a midlife crisis, but I wouldn't exactly say that I'm sad all the time either. But yes, I do get sad, and we all do. Like we're we all do. No, it's what makes us human. It's I'm not going to sit here crying or anything. I'm not that sort of person that would sit here and cry over a Zoom call. But
You could do that. If you
no,
gotta cry, you could cry. I'm not gonna say no.
I'm not going to
I've
do that
cried
here
plenty of times
over a Zoom call.
through a Zoom call, dude. Zoom calls, Skype calls. I've cried. Ask even a certain somebody we're gonna actually touch upon shortly.
Like
Ask.
like you know how it is. You know, like you have people come into your life from all angles. You know, as we all fall in love at some point. We all are destined to grow older. We all some of us choose to have children. Some of us don't choose to have children. Like I did. And I've got 3 beautiful children, and all of them are pretty much becoming adults now.
Oh man.
So so I'm at that point in my life right now where my children are adults. No, I've got one that's 21, another one that's 18, and another one that's 15.
Wow.
So you could probably kind of like say that is pretty young for someone my age. That's 45. That's got adult children.
That's wonderful. I'm not judging that by any means. That shows that you wanted kids while you were in your youth.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
to see
I was 23 years of age when I had my first child.
and to see where you are now with them. And I've seen the actual footage of you and your kids. Not only that, but by way of actual photos, and to say that there's not love is a lie. That's absolute truth. There is love with you and them. Not only
Yeah, thank
that,
you.
but your dedicated wife too. Your overall family is a beautiful thing to see. And kids, I always say this about my guests. Please follow them. Please actually just stay around with them because they are good people, and we need more lovings in this world. That's what I keep on saying. We need more lovings. And this guy, he exudes it, especially with a certain app that we're going to talk about eventually. Wink, wink.
Yeah. So you could probably say I'm kind of like a bit of a small family in a big pond. But if I was to be in the UK, I'd be a large family in a small pond.
That is great. That is great. Either
The
which
only
way.
reason why I'm saying that is because like here in Australia, it's just me, my wife and 3 kids, my father, my brother, and his children. That's here in Australia. But if I was to be living in the UK, I'd have brothers and sisters fawning over me. I'd have
Oh wow.
I'd have great big huge piles of nephews and nieces, cousins from all angles, everywhere.
Oh my god.
So if I was to be there right now, I'd probably. I'm not saying I'm not happy where I am. I am happy where I am, but
Right.
if like living in the UK, I'd pretty much see a new family every day.
Aha. Oh man. One day I would love to get out to Australia. And where you are exactly is one hotspot I would love to get to. Brisbane. Oh boy, I heard nothing but good stuff about that area.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. I keep on saying it, and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get out there, and I'm gonna hang out with you at least a few hours.
Like Australia is a beautiful place.
Mhm.
I love being here. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. It's they call Queensland the Sunshine State
Oh yeah.
because it's 80% of the time it is sunshiny.
Oh man. Every day to
There's
sunshine.
an old saying goes here, um, beautiful one day, perfect the next.
Ye- Oh, blessings to you, my friend. That is great things. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
No,
All
no,
right,
if you
Dave.
were to ever come to Australia, like I don't know if you've heard of it. We have the Gold Coast.
Ooh, that big opera house. Oh yeah, I
No,
definitely.
no, no. It's not an opera house. The Gold Coast is a city along the southeast coast of Queensland that has
Oh.
big, long, sprawling beaches. It's kind of
Ooh.
like your California or Florida.
Oh wow, that sounds like somewhere I definitely gotta go. Seriously.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you'd probably love the Gold Coast because uh, if you looked at photos of, if you were to go into Google and type in Gold Coast, you'll see pictures of the Gold Coast.
ooh, okay.
We
But
had the
even
we had the 2018 Commonwealth Games.
mhm. I want to get to that actual opera house too. That I
The
love
Opera
that.
House is in Sydney,
Yeah, I want to get there too. That's a great thing.
and at the moment, I wouldn't want to go to Sydney.
That's okay. That's okay. I hear you. All
Some
right.
COVID cases have really grown there at the moment.
Oh Jesus. Oh man, I'm
So
saying eventually I would love to get out there.
Queensland have put their borders up to Sydney.
Oh, all right.
So no. So as of from 1 a.m. tomorrow, no one from Greater Sydney can come to Queensland.
Ah man, Queensland. Oh, I love it. It sounds so royal. All right, Dave. Before we actually hit to the happy, we have a common bond, kids. That's not just right. I've always done something like this where I've stood up to people on this show or certain situations.
Yeah,
Dave and I, respectively, are bullying victims. And when I read his chapter in They Are Magic, that's what hit me the most. Because I was bullied when I was a child. To some degrees or another, I kind of see myself as an older me that gets somewhat bullied or hackled, depending on the situation. But I really now more than ever say, you know what, I've had about enough of you and your lip.
I need to send you the link to my business bullies book.
Oh yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I'll
Kids.
I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay. Exclusive on my show.
Here we go.
Okie dokie. Ooh, blue and gold. Okay, building resilience to overcome. Oh, yeah. Ooh, with Sam Hunt, Samantha Jensen. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I like this. This sounds like something that's
Yeah.
my next
I'll
read.
send you the link to it,
Oh, please do. Please do. Please do.
whether you either want the
Oh man, to see
Kindle
how
copy or the actual hard copy.
oh either which way. I will be honored to read that book. It sounds like something I'm gonna need, especially after a certain Zoom call I had yesterday. It sounds like my life is getting ready to take a major turn,
Yeah,
and I need guidance, more
yeah,
guidance. And what better way than a dear friend to actually spur me on? So thanks for the book, and I'll link it in the show's description. Okay, I think we've actually talked about the bullying bit a little bit. We don't have to go hardcore into it. We don't have to go hardcore. The fact that you actually showed me the book and we connected over it, it's good enough.
yes, we have.
All right. So, Dave, we have a mutual love called writing. So, how did you actually get into it?
Believe it or not, I actually went to a trade expo a good few years ago. I say about 3 years ago, actually. It
Mhm.
was me being the business person that I am. No, it's there was this one trade store business that actually was. They seemed he was sitting there out of all the other trade stores, and it seemed to be calling out to me. So I went over to it, and it was there. Do you want to contribute to a book? And this is that book.
Yeah, Hans. That is called Business Warriors Taking Care of Working Women in the 21st Century.
Yeah,
So if you're not watching this on
that's
YouTube,
that. Once I got into that book, it actually it made me want more.
ah
So
man,
I went looking for other opportunities.
and what blessed opportunities you've had.
And here I am. Here I am 2 or 3 years later with 6 or 7 books under my belt.
Ooh,
Three of them have gone international bestseller on Amazon.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm like pretty done well for myself there.
And I've read about two of them, kid. I read about two
So
of them.
yeah,
Matter of fact, I'm the last chapter in a specific one. Yes, I am. I'm
they are
still in
magic.
awe. I'm still in awe about that. And speaking of which, why not get into it? All right. So, speaking of a specific book called They Are Magic, which I am the final chapter in, kids, please go and buy it. Please go and buy it. It is only 99 cents on Kindle. The profits go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, where you are helping little kids fight off alienating diseases that could even take away their lives. So, thank you very much for buying the book completely. Also, we have it available on paperback. So, that is $14.99. I will link all the books that I can in the show's description. Our publisher's name is Blair Hayes, affectionately
Um,
known as the Millet Blad, or Zachary Shiloh would say, Blairkins. How did you meet Blair Hayes?
I met Blair through another friend of mine. Some of you may know of her, some of you may not. Through a lady by the name of Melissa Aldiano.
Oh, yes, I'm very familiar with her. And one
Yeah,
day, Melissa Hunt, if you're listening
It's
to
kind of
this.
like a bit of a chain reaction thing. So I got to know Melissa, and we became very good friends. And she saw that me and her were kind of like on the same wavelength for a lot of things, and it went and just went on towards that direction. It was a natural progression. So that's how I met Blair.
Oh man.
And then through Blair, I met this wonderful bloke sitting in front of me right now.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh man, I remember actually getting into They Are Magic, and then I saw you and Anthony Chaparro, and I said, "Thank God I'm not alone." As much as I love female interaction, thank God there's some actual uh, testosterone added to this. So, Blair, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so
And
the actual writing process with the Miller Blair, what did you enjoy about it?
writing with Blair,
Yeah.
I guess I'd say like it kind of like taps into my inner thoughts. So once I started to look back on what I've achieved over the years and what I've actually um it made me even look at some of my downfalls as well. So
Mm.
once I started to reflect on those moments in my life, it just came natural in my writing. It came out just like a big long burp. In other words,
Oh
that's
man.
a good way to explain it. A big long burp.
Yeah, that's the truth. With the Miller Blair, she can bring out people's energies and make them better than they were. I keep on saying this story, and it's absolute truth. I wasn't known for speaking my show's phrase or doing my intro quite so. The minute the Miller Blair came on my show, it just came out. And after we were done doing her interview, it's like things happened for both of us, especially on her end. Oh my God. She's now been featured in what is it, Blair? Please correct Zachary Shiloh if he's wrong. See MSNBC, ABC, so many other news outlets.
There's a
And
lot of there's a lot
also
of them.
she,
You're,
yeah,
you're telling them now.
oh man, she's LA Times. She's got uh this thing on Amazon Kindle Fire or yeah, Fire TV. Man, and she's still doing great business. She's even got this brand new series called Rising Goddess.
Yeah, she's got a few of them, hasn't she?
Yes, she does. Oh my gosh. She's got the General She Is Magic series. She's got uh the first They Are Magic, uh Letters of Magic coming out soon. Which I'm a part of, kids. Please support the book when it's out.
Yeah, you're in a couple as well, aren't you? You've got Ascension.
Oh yes.
You're in and you're in Letters of Love, the new one.
Yeah, I'm in Ascension 2 and Letters of Magic. I mean Letters of Love, excuse me. Oh man, Melissa Dustin-Bucks and Blarkins, you need to actually have a meeting between yourselves and actually say, okay, we're gonna actually collaborate now and
That'd be
just
that
call
that
Letters
that,
of
that would
Magic
be a good
Love.
that would be a good collaboration, I reckon.
Oh yes, it would. Letters of Magical Love. Oh, there you go, girls. You're welcome. Okay, so we touched upon the Miller Blair. Yeah, let's get into it with the Melly Love, Melissa Desselbucks. How did you actually get in touch with her?
Through through some of my actual contacts right here in Australia, actually. No, it's remember that first book that I showed?
Yeah.
That Business Warriors book.
Mhm.
Once I start getting into meeting these people, it opened my own personal network up a lot more. So
Right.
I got to meet a lot of other authors online, a lot of other writers doing the same thing that of the people that does Business Warriors. And you know how it is, like you meet people through people. And
Yeah.
that's how I met Melissa here in Australia.
Um.
I haven't actually met her in person. I've met her online through Facebook. She,
The common link. The common link of us writers. Facebook.
exactly, yeah, which leads me to a bit of a kind of like a bit of, I'm giving it out a little bit of a nuggets of wisdom here for the moment.
That's fine.
If you were to go on, when you go into Facebook, right, type it in the search bar, type in writers groups or authors groups. And once you get into those writers and authors groups, there's a stack of them out there. And you get to and actually join them. In other words, join the groups. In other words, these are online Facebook groups. In other words, they're not in-person groups, they're online Facebook groups. You know how Facebook groups are set up?
Yeah, yeah.
So you'll get to meet a lot of people through that. Just by you get to talk to a lot of people that are in the game of writing. In the game of becoming an author. So there are people that are writers. There are people out there that are editors. There are people out there that are graphic designers. There are people out there that will do anything to help writers out.
Oh man. I love writing. It is almost like second nature to me. If I'm not meditating or listening to music, writing, I'm doing at most.
So get onto those groups. That's what I'm saying. Once you get onto those groups, I know the world's your oyster.
Oh man. Speaking of meeting people, you are in what Zachary Shiloh calls his third completed chapter book called Ascension. Hello, Janet, Brent, and Sandra Stokowicz, respectively. I hope all is well with you, beautiful women. How did you actually get into that book?
In with Janet,
Yeah, with the Janet.
through actually through another co-author of one of the other books that I was with. It's the very first Letters of Love book that I'm in.
Yes.
There there's some people there that's in that group that actually knows Janet. That actually, and they told me, because I actually was asking some of these people in this co-authored book of Letters of Love, do you know of any other book collaborations going on? And some people actually knew a few that was going on. So there was a few people through that Letters of Love book that actually gave me Janet's details. So I was me getting onto Janet, messaging her, then all of a sudden, boom, I'm in Ascension.
Oh man. I love that book so much. And I keep on saying it proudly that it is my third book of the year. Please go and support it, kids. It is 6 great people's ascensions from where they started off to where they are ultimately. And David's the fortunate only male in that book, but I loved it regardless.
And
So
like what you said, my Ascension chapter is kind of like feels like a continuation of They Are Magic.
yeah, that's the truth. I remember reading it and I said, yeah, this is his continuation. So, dude, believe it or not, you inspired me to actually continuations. So, Black Lion's Roar, which is my general health improvement, that was with Blair. That was in They Are Magic. Becoming
Wait till my new one comes out, and I think it's this month coming, July, or is it August? It's one of them two.
Crisis.
Conquering the Crisis, yes. It's kind of like I'm talking about my personal crisis, of course, until where I am up to now. No, so there's no copyright on anything, but it soon flips into a collection of stories that I've written.
Oh wow!
That I have written during lockdown.
Ooh, that sounds absolutely great beans. I gotta read that. Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was actually saying that here's my evolution. All right, so Miller Blair got my first Black Lion's Roar. The second one is now coming forth in Letters of Magic. So that's my tribute to Jennifer Kirsch, who has been away from us now. I gotta believe how many months? Almost 4. With Janet, when we actually get to Ascension, that will be number 3, and that's what I actually call my Flowtastic Adventure. So that's me from childhood all the way through adulthood with the flow state and me just being a supernatural being and owning up to it. Melody Love, I don't think she's getting any Black Lions Roar continuation. So right now it's only about like 3 of them. So the Miller Blair got like about 2 of them, and Janet has about 1. So overall, in the general Magic family, that's 3 completely. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, so we touched upon Janet. We touched about the Miller Blair. We touched about Melly Love. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Sandra Jensen, hon, who I have yet to actually talk to. How did you get involved with her?
Are you talking about Samantha Jensen?
Oh, not yet. I have not messaged Sandra yet. That's Sandra Jensen. Not to be confused with Sandra Stockowicz. Hi, Sandy Stockowicz, if you're listening to this. Sandra Jensen is the publisher of a forthcoming book called Conquering the Crisis. And David's in that.
Samantha Jensen, you mean?
Amanda, excuse me. Amanda,
Samantha.
please. Excuse me. I apologize, Amanda. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
So, Samantha Jensen.
Yeah, Samantha Jensen. Excuse me. Samantha Jensen. Yeah. Samantha Jensen. I think that's what I said. Oh, okay. Yeah. Either which way. How did you get involved with her?
To be honest, kind of like I was saying to you before about you meet people through people.
Yeah.
Same deal with Samantha as well. Actually, in other words, I'd like to say Facebook. Me being on Facebook, just the world of social media on Facebook has kind of like opened me up to different connections. So when you look at one connection, it all links up to another connection, then it links up to another connection. And once you look at all those connections, you see who you know and you see who you don't know. And that's kind of like, it was a natural progression how I actually met Samantha Jensen as well.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. This
So,
sounds like
so
what.
it's kind of like when once you get into the industry of writing, it opens you up.
Yes, it does.
It opens
And
you up to new author in makes you, it opens you up to other authors, it opens you up to other publishers.
oh man.
And that's
And
how I met Samantha.
if I never met the Miller Blade, I would
So
not have
I've actually
expected.
got at the moment there's 2 books here that I've got that I've actually done through Samantha Jensen, which was this is one of them.
Oh yeah, building resilience.
And this is the other one.
Lessons I learned. Ooh, wow. 11 individuals sharing ideas of courage and oh wow, that's absolutely great.
And there's a picture of all the lovely people that's in that book.
Oh wow.
And
Some of
there's
them
me in the middle there.
yeah, we have a very familiar face in that book, kid. Oh
Yeah,
man. I love it. I love it. I love it.
yeah. So it's kind of like I said, it's been a natural progression of everything. So
Oh
that's like
man.
saying, how long is a piece of string?
I hear you. To think
So
about my
once
own
you say that, you can just go on and on and on and on and on.
oh man. Think of my own pathway.
So it's maybe tonight could be part one of my discussions or something, and another week I could do a part two or something.
Oh, you want to come back to Black Lions Domain? That's absolutely fine. I actually can use more people to return during this.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like no, I could probably go on and on and on. I could probably go on all night even.
Oh man. Welcome to the Black Lions Writing Club, kids.
Yeah,
Oh man. As you were talking, I was thinking about my own pathway as a writer.
I
To
don't
think
I
that
don't know if you are. Have you joined Clubhouse?
not yet. I actually heard by way of the grapevine now that it's available on Android, so I'm gonna join.
Yeah. Have you got an invite yet?
Oh, not yet. I'm gonna join. So I'll make time today at some point to actually literally sign up to Clubhouse. And
Sign up
then
for it, and I'll send you an invite.
all right, sounds good. Because I know
You know
that
how it
that's like
is.
a
It's an
way of,
invite only app, so I'll send you the invite.
yeah, that's the one that's more vocal social media, right?
Yeah, it's like a podcasting type
Oh
app.
yeah. I
So
was
kind of like voice dropping into different rooms.
oh man.
So
I
it'll
actually
probably, so it'll probably be right up your alley with your podcast.
oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great thing. I actually wanted to join Clubhouse like months ago, but sad to say they didn't have it for Android. They actually had it for iPhone. I said, oh man. And then I let it go, and lo and behold, I don't know who it was. I'm wondering if it was Kim Pierre or somebody else that's magic. Some woman said, "Oh, it's available on Android," and I said, "Excuse me, Clubhouse, the same Clubhouse that's on iPhone." And then lo and behold, I did the research and I said, "Yeah, I definitely got to get it on my phone eventually."
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh man, I
Yeah.
love having people in Black Lions Domain. It's absolutely fun.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe we touched upon almost any and everything I wanted to ask. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. There we go. That's a great way to almost transition to the end. Dave is very known for having not only introverted side to him, but when he actually shows it, he's got a great extroverted side. And he messes around with this thing called Reface. Oh God, let me tell you right now, when he actually was telling me about this, and he was actually posting videos of himself, I was loving this every single second. I said, "Oh, we got to talk about this. This is too great to not talk about." So, Dave, how did you come across Reface?
Or I actually heard about it from other people, so I just thought I'd try and join in with the fun actually. And
Oh,
to a point, it was I've been doing it really virtually nearly every day now, but I haven't I've I haven't done it for the past couple of days because it's starting to annoy a few people.
I loved it. Reface Kids is basically you are stitching on your own face or somebody else's face onto some movie character or a group of characters. It is absolutely something to behold. So I'm asking you out there, the kids out there,
I'll do
please.
another one after our talk here.
Ah! Yes, that's great. Oh man. So again, kids,
I'll do it just for you.
I see kids why the Black Lions don't make people actually make me happy. I need more Levins. We need more Levins in this world. I keep on saying that because it's the absolute truth.
Yeah,
Oh,
didn't I do one for you the other week? Wasn't it Wakanda Forever?
ah! Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, and when he told me about this, I geeked out so hard. And
Yeah.
right now, I'm just losing my chunk waiting in anticipation for this. So when I see it, I will be sharing it wherever I can, kids, because it's absolutely great beans. I know I repeat myself, but it's the absolute truth. It's the absolute truth. It is great beans. Why not actually use it? Oh man,
Yeah.
oh man, oh man. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, let's go back to Melissa Disavox. So
Sorry.
let's go back to Melly Love real quick. All right, so you're the person that really put me on to her, and you recommended that I go talk to her
Yes,
about joining Letters of Love. I
it
did
seems right up
have,
your alley.
yeah, that was really
The
shocking.
way you were talking about letters of magic. So I thought, hey, you want to join Letters of Love?
Oh man. And to you, I always say this. Thank you very much for having me in mind. I thought you were joining us, but I was wrong. But still, the opportunity came, and I remember
Yeah.
you messaging me about it. You said, "Oh, I have this friend. She's from out here in Australia. She's a best-selling author. She's done this book called Letters of Love." And I seen how much of a passion you got for writing. You're in Letters of Magic with Blair. Why
No,
don't you
I'm,
talk
I'm
to
not
her
in.
about
I'm not in Letters of Magic.
it? Nah, that's what you were saying to me. You were noticing that I was in Letters of Magic.
Yeah.
So you said to me, "Oh, I have this friend. Why don't you name Melissa? Why don't you go talk to her?" And I said, "Oh, okay, I will." And then, lo and behold, I actually messaged Melissa Disselfox, and the rest of it is history. So,
Have you talked much to her since, have you?
have we talked, me and Melly Love? Not. We've kind of talked since on and off. I'm still working on my letter, which I believe is due July 10th. And Melissa, please correct me if I'm wrong, honey, if you're listening to this. Let me see. I remember the actual chat still like it was yesterday, me and her. And I swear, it was absolutely right, completely, to be there. It was like talking to an Australian Blurkins. I said, "W- here's somebody that's in the same energy as us all. And she's got successful business and everything else going on for her too. And I loved her just from talking to her. I said, why not? Why not? Let's sign me up. And lo and behold, it's been a fun process, and I'm still writing out my letter. And if I understand Melissa correctly, my letter could be not only just one, it could be two by way of the actual wording.
Yeah.
Like if,
Who are you writing your letter to?
oh, who am I writing my letter to? Uh, well, I talked about this with Melly Love, so I don't mind sharing it. I'm going to be doing two letters, really. One for the podcasting community, the other one for people that have type 2 diabetes, to let them know that they can reverse it too. I went through it. Anybody else can if they take it seriously. The podcasting community, oh Jesus Christ. I've been a part of that now. From a fan standpoint, I gotta say almost exactly 10 years. 10 years now that I'm thinking about it. I didn't really become a podcaster in my own right until 2 years ago. I didn't really start guesting like by way of my voice until like nearly 3 years ago, almost. Oh man, to say that I haven't come a long way, that's a lie. I really have come a long way. Just from being a fan of podcasters to having my own show, which you are watching right now, kids. If you are actually watching this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Uh
Zachary?
yes, sir. Well, get ready to wrap up. Don't worry. We're hitting it.
No, I'm just saying thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, thank you for coming on. I remember after They Are Magic wanting you on because we had so much in common. And when you said yes, that meant a big deal to me. So to you, I power and respects. And the fact that you contacted me about Melly Love, Melissa Desselvox, hi, hun, again, if you're listening. Uh, she and I clicked, and you had it right on the head. You hit it right on the head, actually having me talk to her. And believe it or not,
Glad it worked out well for you.
thank you very much for actually seeing Black Lions Roar and seeing my potential and wanting to help me write more books. That means a lot. Oh man, oh man, man. I love it very much.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe we touched upon every single thing. You've touched upon your family. We've done the writing. We've done our publishers. Oh, before we actually hit the ending, I want to make it known to you and the kids out there. Uh, I would like to join Samantha Jensen at some point in the future. I've actually read some of her stuff on social media, and I think I've listened to like maybe a video that she did, and I said, "Ooh, I gotta get in touch with her. She's great beats, just like Melissa, just like Blair, just like Jan Love, or the Magic Hun, as she would like to be called by me." Okay, Dave. There are three things that I do towards the end. Okay. Number one, what can Zachary Shiloh do for you going forward, pal?
You want me to say that?
Yes, what can I do for you going forward?
What are you talking about, me or you or
Yeah, what can I do for you, David Vine? What can I do for you going forward? Because I've actually come up with this thing about a year or so ago. where I listen to other podcasters just basically thank their
Just,
guests.
all I just all I'm looking at is maybe like I was saying to you before about Facebook. Uh,
Hmm.
It's amazing just by tapping into it, the opportunities that come with it. So I'm always open to the idea of new opportunities as they come, whatever form they may come in.
Oh, take advantage of the opportunities. That's what
Yeah,
I can do for you. All right. That sounds simple. Okay, I'll do that. I'll join the writing groups and whatnot and see what
and
bites.
maybe even share some of our content on each other's page, that type of stuff. Like how you were
Oh,
saying before, like how you love my refaces, so you can reshare them if you like.
oh, I definitely plan on doing so because I actually have a good laugh with whatever you choose or smiles. And they have been a highlight of my day, to be honest. All right. So from what I can do for you, now we go into your hopes for the future are.
My hopes probably, all I just want is a good future, honestly. No, it's whatever form that may be, as long as I'm not halfway to my grave, like I was talking about earlier on.
Aw.
All I just want is a bright future to look forward to. It's seeing my children grow up, seeing even good wealth and good health.
Oh, that is great hopes for the future. And the last bit is if I can bother you within the next week to a month for three people you think would actually good with me in this Black Lions domain for interview.
I think I might know a few people that might be interested.
Ooh, can you say their names on air right now or message me? Which one do you prefer?
Well, you can always ask Melissa first. She's probably one of them.
Disselbooks? Yes, I would love to have her on.
Um, well, I can't really mention any other names at the moment though, but I'd have to ask them first before I actually mention names, so to speak.
That is fine. That is fine. You can ask them, but Melissa Disselbooks, I would love to actually have her on here. I've even said it to her. I said, Melly Love, I would love to have you in Black Lions domain eventually. Yes, I would.
Yeah.
All right, so that is pretty much it, kids. Would you like to plug away anything else, David, before we actually hit the stop button?
Just everything that you've seen at the moment, all the books that have actually shown throughout this conversation right now. I can just easily put up the links after.
All right. Ah, thank you very much for coming on, Dave. I truly appreciate it. All right, kids, we're getting
So,
ready to
so
wrap.
where does this video go now?
Oh, hopefully within the next 24 to 48 hours. Definitely. Definitely. All
Will
right.
it come on Facebook? Will it?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely putting it on Facebook, especially with the certain people that we have discussed. I have this habit of tagging people. So Melissa Disselbucks, Blair Hayes, Samantha Jensen, please actually support David even more. Please, you beautiful Huntkins and loves. And speaking of all you beautiful Huntkins and loves out there, please support him too. My name is Zachary Shiloh. This has been the uncensored plateau of warmth, coziness, and vulnerability called Black Lion's Domain. And what we went through was called Universal Ground. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Zachary Shiloh and Black Lion 130 respectively. Not only that, but I have a beautiful webpage called blacklionsair.wordpress.com, which should take you to multiple means of listening to this show. Kids out there, please do not be fooled by my actual blog. It may say that I am up to 400 plus episodes. Nope, that is not the case. I am over 500. You wonderful kins, loves, and huns out there. Let me tell you right now. So that is my multiple means of listening to this show is the word process. I do have a blessed YouTube page under the name of Zachary Shiloh. And what you are watching is called Black Lion's Domain. And I got plenty of episodes on there from Blair Hayes herself to uh who else have I had on? Jamie Valeka, Janet Brent, and the list goes on and on. I have successful people for friends, and I'm happy and grateful to all of them, including Dave. With that said, one goal, one aim, one road, one focus. That is love. I keep on saying it time and again. We need more lovings in this world. We don't need certain styles of people. Their ways are not working anymore. I believe we can all get along with each other if we just try. We just try. With that said, I love all of you out there, kids out there. Please don't be afraid to be in touch with Dave, myself, the Miller Blair, anybody that I've named. We're all good people. With that said, I bow to all of you in respect. Please take care of yourselves, your friends, and your families. And I shall see you in the next fantastic episode of Black Lions Airspace. See you kids later. Bye.